Hello, everyone, and this is not Madman Dan, but this is Categoric Cow taking Japan's turn in January of 44. Madman Dan is on his way to a tournament this weekend, so he asked that I do his turn for him, and I was more than happy to oblige. So we're going to start with our tech rolls. We're going for jet fighters. He didn't specify what he wanted to go for, but I think this late in the game it doesn't really matter. So jet fighters and heavy battleships. And neither hit. All right, so with the purchase, Japan is going to get a fast fort for 10. We're getting 4 infantry and a anti-aircraft gun for 16, 6 cheap militia for 6 in Japan, a militia and an infantry militia upgrade. The militia is going in Celebes, and the militia upgrade is going in the Philippines. All right, so combat moves. Now, of course, Madman Dan gives this to me when it's a doozy, but oh well. All right, so first things first, we will have a screening force. Just gonna move the purchase out of the way. So our screening force will be 1 tactical bomber from the Kido Butai, this guy with the white chip on him. He will be flying from C Zone 124, and he will be going just 1 down to 134 to fight that Anzac sub. Along with him, we are bringing 2 light cruisers from 124 down to 134. Okay, what else? We're going to declare convoy raid down in C Zone 134 with the heavy cruiser from 124 and the heavy and 2 light carriers from 123. It's gonna get real tight here, folks. Got a lot of stuff happening on 134. Okay, so those 4 ships will be convoy raiding, and we got the screening force battle here with the submarine. Okay, next up, one of our destroyers from the Kido Butai. Get the rest of the destroyers out here. 1 destroyer from the Kido Butai is moving up to the Philippines. He is picking up an infantry, and then moving 1, 2 to 134 to drop that infantry off in Queensland. The other 3 destroyers from the Kido Butai will be picking up the 2 SNLF and the Gando Special Landing Force, dropping them off in Queensland. They have fulfilled their duty. I'm not very familiar with naval battles, so not sure what happens. Well, I guess that submarine would probably submerge, so it doesn't much matter if we fail with our screening force, because again, he would most likely submerge. So, okay. Along with those units in Queensland, the 4 transports in the Southwest Area Fleet here are picking up the Southern Expeditionary Army, which is everything in Malaya minus obviously the medium bomber and the 2 militia. They stay on Malaya. So the Southern Expeditionary Army is 4 infantry, 3 artillery, and a light tank. Those are going 1, 2, 3, dropping them off in Queensland. And for the sake of combining the 3 SNLF, the infantry, and the Gando Special Force from Celebes, I'm just going to put on the Army card, Southern Expeditionary Army card. All right. What else is happening there? The TAC bomber and fighter from 123 are going to go 1, 2, 3 and join that fight there in Queensland. The Kido Butai, let's see. The battle cruiser and the 2 battleships from the Kido Butai will be bombarding I'm going to make things much simpler for my mind and take the battle cruiser and the 2 battleships, put them in the Southeast Area Fleet with the transports so that I can keep this all straight in my head. Okay. So they will be bombarding that 1 militia in Queensland. Am I missing anything? Looks like Queensland, the battle there, that is everything happening there. And I think we only have, well, we have 2 more combats to declare. The light cruiser and the 2 heavies are going to go down to Sydney. Not sure what Anzac wants to do accept or decline combat, but those 3 cruisers will be blockading there. Yeah. Okay, 1 more combat move. I think the tactical bomber and the fighter from the Kido Butai in 124 are going 1, 2, 3 and fighting with the new guy, that new little jet fighter down there in Southern Australia, which we decided that's where the Lend-Lease is going because of Lend-Lease rules, and you have to drop off in the first port yada, yada, yada. They figured it out. Hambone and Dan and Cade and everyone. So, all right, moving on. Go through one last time. I think that is everything. Okay. So let us begin the bombarding. Or I guess we'll do the screening force battle first. Okay. Now, hang tight with me as I just remind myself of some combat numbers. Okay. So we have 2 light cruisers and an attack bomber. Our 2 light cruisers will roll at a 5 and our attack at a 7. So we will roll those light cruisers first. And 2 misses with a 6 and a 9. And our attack bomber with a 12. I'm so sorry, Dan. You know what? I guess that submarine would have gotten first strike, but missed, and he missed. So no harm, no foul. Okay, with the assumption that that submarine would submerge, we will go ahead and submerge him, and that battle will be over. And for the naval battle now. Okay. So we have a battleship at a 4, and we're just going for 1 militia. Just got to kill 1. So we got the 2 battleships. 2 battleships at a 4. And we got them. We got them. All right. We will take Queensland with basically no trouble. And I believe that'll be our only IPP swing. So we will go ahead and move Japan up to 28 and move Anzac down to 9. All right. So we will do the, we'll skip forward to the convoy rating now. So we have 4 cruisers. I believe it's all +0. God, who even knows at this point? All right, well, I'll roll them, and then I guess we can decide later after we see the results. So first one, well, I'm going to switch the color for these, but this is Japan and this is Britain. We will switch Japan to Germany. Okay, so that's 1. This is 2. That's even. This is 3. Golly. Those Anzac transports are slippery. And the last one. Okay, so I believe that is 1 damage on the Anzac line. One damage there. All right. Now for the battle with the jet fighter. Oh, this is scary. Yeah, kind of. It's pretty even. Kind of seems like a suicide mission. Okay. I will roll Japan's fighter first. And that is a 9, so that is a miss. The attack bomber. So close with an 8. And the Anzac jet fighter at an 8. Ah, crap. All right. Well, we will take the fighter as a casualty. We'll roll our attack bomber at a 7. Oh my gosh. And the Anzac jet fighter at an 8. And that is 2 dead Japanese planes. Like I said, suicide mission. But do not think all is lost. This has seemed to be a pretty easy turn. That is all of our combat movements finished. So we will move on to non-coms. So we will move the 2 carriers, the fleet carrier and the light, into the SAF. So that will be our fleet marker down there. Go ahead and put those 4 destroyers back in there and the SAF. Again, I think this is strictly for me because I watch Dan's videos, but I don't memorize how many units he has everywhere. We'll do those 2 light carriers in the SAF as well. Okay, we will land our attack bomber from 134 onto, I don't think it really matters. We lost a whole lot of planes there, 2. We'll land that attack bomber down there on the fleet carrier. The fleet carrier from 123 will move 1, 2. And join the rest of the Japanese Navy. We will give him, I guess, the fighter. And the light carrier will take the attack bomber. But I'm sure that if that is not what Dan wants, the guys would be hopefully happy to let him change that. All right. Let's see, our medium bomber is going to be flying 1, 2, 3 into the Celebes. Our Strat bomber is coming from Kyushu, from one of our army cards. He will be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, also into the Celebes. Let's see. In Japan, let's see if we can do this in a way that makes sense. Okay, so in Japan, we have the Chinese Expeditionary Army. We have 2 infantry, an SNLF, 2 Marines, and 2 anti-aircraft guns, and 5 militia. Basically, everything except for the militia. I'm not sure if those were in Honshu or Kyushu. Oh, they are in Honshu, because that is a big territory. Okay, so everything except for these 5 militia are going into Honshu. So we will place the 5 militia from Honshu into the CEA. And that is all in Honshu now. Okay. Now I have to. Okay. I accidentally stopped filming, but we are still here. I went to look at the message from Dan to make sure that I'd gotten everything, and it ended the recording. So that is my bad. But okay. So his 3 fast battleships are going from 122. Let's see. 1, 2. I have no idea how fast these actually are. I think 4? Can they move 4? He said to seize on 146. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's think about this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm gonna leave them in 134 for a second and look up. Okay, fast battleships can move 3. We have the port there, so we can move 4. I have no idea how he saw that they could get to 146 from 122. So we will leave them in 134 for now. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they can't. I don't think they can get there. Unless there's something he saw that I didn't, but. Okay, there was one more thing. India. Okay, in India, we're going to move our infantry from Nepal back to Benares, our artillery from southern India into Calcutta, and then, what is this guy? Indian National Colonial Infantry. If they can, they will move into Bengal. I have no idea what their rules are. Fix that, those militia in Malaya there. Okay, I think that is it for non-combat moves. So we will move on to placing our units and collecting some income here. Okay, I believe that this fort was for Honshu, and we have our 4 infantry and our anti-aircraft. We will go ahead and place them. So the GDC, that is the army that is in Tokyo. Put that little fort right up there in Honshu. So the GDC will be gaining 4 more infantry and another anti-aircraft gun. That's okay. No harm. The 6 militia are going to go on the mainland Japan areas. So 2 in Honshu, which I'm going to put in the CEA. 2 more militia down in Kyushu, and 2 militia into the GDC that is in Tokyo. Now the militia and the infantry, the militia is going into the Celebes. Militia in the Celebes, and the infantry upgrade is for the Philippines. Okay. Now I believe all that is left to do is roll for some wartime economy. Hopefully I can do Dan right and get him a 12 here. That is a 1 and a 2. I am so sorry, Dan. So we will add 3 to 28. And I just realized I have no idea what his wartime bonuses are. Let's see, he got 8 from wartime last turn. 35, 6. Do we still get 6 is the question. I'm gonna say yes for now and leave our friend Didier to correct me. So 6 gets us to 34 plus 3 would be 37. We have 25. Okay, 25, 35, 37. All right, everyone. This has been Categoric Cow taking Japan's turn in January of 44. So sorry, Dan. That probably did not go the way that we expected it to, but oh well, that's the luck of the game, right? Again, rules corrections are welcomed as I'm not familiar with Japan, but make sure to tune into Hambone HQ for the Commonwealth. We'll see you guys next time.